Day 1. Day 130. Start germinating grape seeds, seed prep, and sprouting activation. The farmer selects ripe grapes, removes the seeds, and rinses off all remaining pulp to prevent mold. Soak the seeds in clean water for 12-24 hours, discard any floating, hollow seeds, then let them air dry. Next, pre-treat the seeds by keeping them moist, wrapped in a damp paper towel, and sealing them in a zip bag, preparing for cold stratification to wake up the seeds and improve germination. From around day 7, begin cold stratification to break seed dormancy. Place the seeds in a damp towel, moist, not soaking wet, and store them in the refrigerator. This creates an artificial winter that helps the seeds break dormancy. By around day 50, after the cold period, sow the seeds into seed trays, cups filled with a light, airy growing medium, cocoa coir plus rice, husk plus compost, clean soil. Plant them about 0.5-1 centimeter deep. Mist to keep the medium evenly moist, and place the tray in a warm spot with indirect light. Cover the tray with a thin plastic film to retain humidity, but allow ventilation to prevent soggy conditions and mold. From around day 70 onward, sprouts begin to emerge. The cotyledons open, and the first true leaves gradually appear. The stem is thin but reaches upward toward the light. From day 100 onward, the seedling produces more true leaves. The stem thickens, and the root system becomes clearly stronger. The farmer transplants the seedlings into larger pots, adds a small stake so the stem won't fall over, and applies a light feeding of well-rotted organic fertilizer, or a diluted feed, to support roots and leaves, avoiding heavy nitrogen that would make the plant lush but weak-stemmed. Day 160. Day 190. Prepare the permanent planting site. Build the trellis for training grapes, and transplant the young grape plants. Choose a sunny, breezy location. The soil should be loose, well-drained, and rich in organic matter. Dig planting holes and mix in well-rotted organic manure plus soil amendments. If the soil is heavy, build raised mounds, beds to improve drainage. The farmer builds the trellis. Sturdy posts, wire, trellis frame, and row orientation to ensure even sunlight. This is the foundation that determines how beautiful and well-shaped the grape canopy will be later. After the trellis is finished, transplant the young grape plants that were raised from seed. Set each plant into the hole, backfill, and gently firm the soil so roots hug the soil. Water deeply and mulch to retain moisture. The farmer inserts a temporary stake and ties the main stem upward toward the trellis, tie loosely. The goal is to form one strong, straight trunk, so the vine can climb and develop properly later. Day 210, Day 450. Strong climbing and vigorous vine growth. Shoots lengthen quickly, leaves expand, and the vine begins to twine and climb. The farmer selects the strongest shoot to become the main trunk, removing weak shoots and basal shoots so the plant concentrates its energy. Tie the trunk regularly as it grows taller to prevent kinks or breakage. Maintain steady moisture, weed regularly, and monitor aphids, mites, and leaf diseases during humid weather. From around day 280 onward, the trunk reaches the top wire, and the vine begins forming horizontal branches. The farmer pinches the tip, redirects growth to encourage 1-2 strong lateral arms to run along the wire, depending on trellis style. Then ties them to the wire. Thin excessive dense growth to keep the trellis airy and reduce powdery mildew, downy mildew risk. The vine continues to grow and push new shoots each season. New shoots emerge along the cordons, leaves grow strongly, and the canopy becomes thicker and greener. Day 480, day 500, flowering stage. The canopy stabilizes. Buds differentiate. And some varieties show early flower clusters on fruiting canes. The farmer applies balanced nutrition to welcome flowering, reduce nitrogen, increase phosphorus plus potassium moderately, and keeps moisture consistent. Remove some inner leaves that block airflow so sunlight can filter through the trellis evenly. After 5-10 days of flower development, grape flowers begin to open. Flower clusters bloom as tiny, delicate blossoms. Prolonged heat or humidity can cause flower drop and poor fruit set. The farmer keeps irrigation stable and avoids drought flood swings. Maintain good airflow so pollination works well, and avoid strong spraying during bloom. Day 510. Day 600. Fruit set and fruit development stage. Tiny green berries appear in clusters and begin to grow. The farmer must keep moisture steady to avoid drought stress, which can cause young berries to drop. Monitor cluster pests and fungal diseases, especially during rainy, humid periods. If clusters are too dense, thin them or thin berries to ensure larger, more even fruit. Methods depend on variety and goals. About 5-10 days after berries first appear, growth speeds up. Clusters lengthen, berries swell, and the canopy continues developing. The farmer applies fruit-feeding fertilizer, prioritizing potassium, and keeps water stable for even berry sizing. Canopy management is key. Remove leaves that heavily shade clusters. Thin, overly dense shoots to reduce trapped humidity, limiting fungal risk. And tie. Position shoots. So clusters hang freely without rubbing. Signs of ripening include color change and softening. Berries change color depending on variety: green, purple, black, or green amber, yellow. The flesh softens and sugar levels rise. The farmer avoids sudden heavy watering, especially after a dry period, to reduce splitting. Protect clusters from birds, insects with netting or cluster bags if needed. Keep the trellis airy to reduce bunch rot.
This one looks perfect. Good tension, beautiful gloss. These are ready.
Day 620, day 650. Harvest time. Clusters reach their characteristic color. Berries taste noticeably sweet
Those will
and
be
look
ready
plump.
soon.
Cluster stems remain reasonably fresh. The farmer harvests using shears to cut clusters cleanly, avoiding pulling that can bruise fruit. Sort by ripeness and size, then pack and store according to use: fresh eating, juice, raisins, dried grapes. Important note: growing grapes from seed usually takes longer and varies widely by variety and climate. Many commercial vineyards use nursery plants or cuttings to fruit faster and more reliably. You can choose the germination method and planting material based on your needs and goals.
All right, that's the last of them. Yes. Just perfect.